It's your boy Provolone Tone. Happy Real Nigga Sunday.
It's your boy Roger, you heard?
Bobby Loso.
Yo, I Bizzle, we here. What's up?
And we got a couple guests with us. We'll let them introduce themselves.
Oh yeah, I'm Gumby, man.
Hey Sean.
How everybody feeling today?
Good. Chilling. Thanks for having me.
Bless.
For sure.
Good. Got real niggas in the building.
Yeah, definitely. So, you got an interesting story. Care to let the people know the background to your story?
Basically, excuse me. Basically, I was 18 years old and I was basically framed by the police for murder robbery. I had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was in prison, I ended up running afoul with the so-called powers that be. Prison politics.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing led to another, and one of the guys tried to stab me, and in defense of my life, I had to kill him.
And
It's like you said. Did you get stabbed?
Yes.
Okay.
so
Superficial.
you
That's that.
He scratched me in the neck.
you stabbing him while you was locked up, that helped you get exonerated from your other case?
Man, I wish it was that easy. Jeez, bro. Nah, actually what it did, it elevated. I fought the death penalty when I was originally charged in 1994 for 14 months. And once that happened, they have a law in California called, it's the 4800, it's called assault by life inmate.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is a charge in itself. Like, I was charged with assault, lying in wait, the 4500, and first degree murder. I could have beat everything except for the 4500, which is the assault by life inmate, and I still would have got the death penalty. So I fought the death penalty the first time, and they used that bogus charge to give me a death penalty while I was in prison. So it didn't actually turn out the way people thought it was gonna turn out.
So like the people who don't know, like what was you originally convicted for?
I was convicted of murder, robbery, assault with deadly weapon, 2 shooting dwellings, and
Mad charges. You have which is up, boy.
Like how?
Do you?
I wasn't finished. That was the one.
No, keep going.
The second case, I had a kidnap, carjacking for ransom, and I'm telling you, I'm a good guy.
No.
I'm a good guy.
So you did none of these things that they said you did?
Not none of those. They said I did. At the time, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, the whole thing was that at the time, it was back when OJ first did his whole little murder.
Yeah.
So they
So
was
it's like
really
it's 94, 93
Yeah.
time.
So they trying to crack
they really
down.
cracked it down.
Yeah.
And in our neighborhood, they the police, like, they slow, so if they can't catch you with nothing, suspicious shootings and all kind of bullshit going on around them, and they know somebody got something to do with something, the first opportunity they can, I don't know if they, now in hindsight, now I'm older, I'm not knowing if that was their way of thinking of maybe they're making the streets safer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, they could have did that shit with somebody else.
So, how did you get caught up in the case?
Well, originally, like I said, we was charged with a kidnap carjacking for ransom.
Okay.
But it wasn't that. My co-defendant ended up giving the guy some drugs for the car and didn't bring the car back on time. Dude went with this wild accusation. I told y'all I ain't did nothing. Let me all this time. Shit.
So your Cody is what got you caught up in the whole basically.
Well, yeah, we had we sued the city since then, and he even already admitted to these things.
Yeah,
so that's why I can basically bring his name up like this. But at the same time, yeah, it was him. No, bro, that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? It's good. You know what I'm saying? We was young, foolish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Full of whatever we thought we was on, but what they were accusing us of, we really didn't do. And that one little thing led to a whole big ass shit that we really didn't know anything about.
So how long did you end up doing?
I did 16 and a half years in prison. The last 10 in solitary confinement.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
So, are you affiliated? Are you a Crip?
No,
No, or affiliated?
I'm from Hoover.
Okay, Hoover. Okay.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
I've heard like where LA shit. I've heard is a big difference.
How did they tie you into the? Well, I read like how did they tie you into the murder case? Like how did they pick you out? Besides,
Because of the first initial
yeah, I'm saying, but I read something like you had a bullet scar or something like that.
That was the intricacies of the case that they tried to prove that I was the one.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Because I had a gunshot wound.
mm-hmm.
Right, and one of the suspects the night that the murders was supposed to have a gunshot wound.
Oh,
Okay, well, when they came to look at me, I had a gunshot wound. But what they didn't know, my gunshot wound was from 1987. See, I've been a fuck up. You know what I mean? So like, I already know I got them. They told me I done killed all these people. I said, yeah, you was the one that got shot that night. See, first off, April 1st is my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
April 1st of that year, I went to jail on my birthday with a gun.
That's crazy.
So I'm running from the police, top speed, throw the gun. Well, actually, a weirdo was riding me on the handlebars, and the police.
You say you jumped off.
Yeah, exactly. This dickhead jumped off, and I'm still on the handlebars. So once I get up, I'm running down the street. I toss the pistol, and you know what I'm saying, take me to jail, just haul my ass off, take me to jail. You know what I mean? But I'm saying all that to say that during all those processes, I never had a wound.
No,
Whenever anybody that's been in jail, you got to go to medical first.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
If I'd have had a bloody gunshot wound, anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just was a whole hoax the whole time.
Shit.
They knew what it was. I was also supposed to have a bald head at the time, which I had braids down here.
Oh, that's what they said. The suspect had a boy
Yeah,
head.
well, they were looking for two suspects. A light skinned one. You could have been my primary dude. A light skinned dude and a dark skinned dude. The dark skinned dude was supposed to be the bald headed one, and the light skinned one was supposed to have long hair.
Mhm.
But it was reversed. My primary had a bald head. I had Snoop Dogg braids. Back then.
So at the time, like your lawyer, like you just said, the gunshot wound was old. Like he didn't present this in court. And what the fuck they
Let
said,
me
like,
show you something. That was called jury nullification, right?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Jury nullification.
Nullification.
What that is basically the jury can hear it, but it is null. Like
It don't got it. Don't, yeah. They don't got to go. Yeah.
It
They
doesn't-
can't use it.
Well, they can use it, but what they do is whatever story you got, the prosecution got something to block that bullshit out.
Wow.
So when I told these people about finally, I'm telling my crime, nigga, I see, I gotta play my ace in the hole right now. Nigga. I got to get out of jail card, nigga. I'm gonna look out for you, baby, and all that bullshit, but I got to go. Man, the motherfuckers twist that shit up on my black ass like, what? I'm like, what? The motherfucker tell me, oh, well, maybe he didn't get shot. Wait a minute, you just said the nigga got shot and went to the hospital and the bullet wound in the hole. Now he didn't get shot now. And the jury went for the shit. But at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, we was young and we was kids. We didn't understand shit about the system.
Yeah.
Nah, eat their ass up.
Oh, you did when you was locked up, you did a lot of
That's all I did.
Well,
Not a lot of bread. I was in the hole, bro. So they brought the
they
library
brought the
me.
books to you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, that's all I had to do.
So they threw you in the hole after what you
The murder?
the
After
murder.
the murder, yes, sir.
Got you.
For 10
For
joints.
10 years they put you.
Yes.
How the fuck?
I fought to death. I was fighting the death penalty in solitary confinement,
how
So
did
you
you
only come out to go to court.
in showers and visits.
Yeah, that's it.
So would you say that does something to the human mind?
Of course it does. Of course it does. And no, I ain't crazy.
I did like besides like reading the law book. How did you make it through that and still keep yourself like kind of
Man,
sane?
faith, man. My God is great. Can't you see?
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude, like when you ain't got nothing else to believe in, I'm saying that's the best thing you can believe in. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to be happy when the motherfucker got new socks and drawers. That was my apparel for the day. My mom. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, faith, man. God is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what I was about to say, I done lost it that quick.
16 years, did you like work out and shit?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That was mandatory. Mandatory.
Working?
That's why I don't do shit. I don't do nothing. I gotta start back now. But for the life of I was cool though. That shit is mandatory. If you're a Crip or a Blood in LA, you got blood yard, crib yard, and you got it's mandatory. You got to have a doctor's excuse or mama note.
Not
Your mama
to
ain't
go.
around.
Yo, we about to start doing that around this
Got to.
motherfucker. Y'all niggas gonna have to have a doctor's note for y'all not to work out, my nigga. We gotta be working out, niggas.
But
Staying
you know I
healthy.
got one. You know I got one. Let me see the x-ray, please.
Being that you was you knew that you was innocent, was there any time that you like gave up hope that you would get out of it?
I mean, everybody get discouraged, but I'm gonna say give them hope. Like everybody, even the COs. I got a few projects I've been working on. You know what I'm saying, and some of the COs will tell you, I would never say if I get out. I always say when. When I in my cell, I didn't have no pictures up or none of that bullshit.
Cause you always were like, I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna make this like
I'm not supposed to be comfortable. I'm a prisoner here.
Yeah.
I'm not a convict.
Yeah.
I had to learn that lesson as
Yeah,
well.
I read that.
Yeah,
There's three types of people.
Yeah.
There's a prisoner, convict,
Convict,
Inmate.
inmate. Prisoner when not supposed to be there. You know, behind their will.
You fight for your freedom.
There's a lot of niggas that be in there like I'm innocent though.
Well, see, that's the thing about it though. Like even though I was innocent, right,
Mhm.
and I know inside of me and my community know I'm innocent because we know who did it and what
What was going on,
right?
yeah.
But I had to stay down. Them niggas didn't give a fuck. They didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't care either. I had to, maintain myself. Except it was a line. Every day I couldn't go out being a bozo because I know it's gonna get me further and further in trouble. And look what I go and do. Good Lord, God is great.
Do you ever feel like sorry for doing that, killing him, or you feel it was either him or you? That shit ever like fuck. They said like once you kill someone, that shit always flag. If he plays over and over again, I don't know.
I sleep good every night. I don't know. Listen.
I don't know, brother. I'm just asking.
I like that. First off, you said, let me give a little respect. You know what I'm saying? The
Nah,
person that passed away was one of my big homies, and he actually taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I read that.
Yeah.
You know him.
So, yeah, that was one of our generals. He taught me, you know what I'm saying, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying, give respect to Big Dab and all that bullshit. But, the way I see it is this right here. You could say, like I say, you could say I had to do it, or whatever a person want to say. My thing about the whole thing is this. Like, whenever you take a life, I'm not saying it's my first, second, third, or whatever, it changes you completely. You're not human anymore. Because you see that you really do have the power of life and death. And so that's what humbles me. Because see, that's not a good feeling. See, I lost a brother when I was 10 years old.
I was gonna ask you how that made, how did that have an effect on you?
Well, I mean, shit, that made me who I am today. That one instance right there.
Okay.
When my brother passed away, that was the road that I chose to go down. You know what I'm saying? My family, all they square as fuck. They square. You know what I'm saying? So so I didn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? I chose who I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? I chose this. Crazy as shit. Spent all that time trying to be who I am today. And I would rather be anybody else than me.
That's how you feel today?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time taken from me.
That's
Not even the time taken. When you go and you believe in a whole bunch of shit that's not really even accurate or even on point, and then you watch and you witness and you contribute to a lot of hurt in the world, you sit back and I'll be like, damn, that was all for nothing. I got homies that I really miss. You know what I mean? I really, really miss them. You know what I mean? And it's all for nothing. It's for nothing. Real shit.
So how do you feel about in the rap game they glorify gang culture and shit? How do you feel
that's
about
just
that?
tribalism. That's just tribalism. All that bullshit about we need to stop the violence and all that shit. Y'all need to tell them Africans back in Africa that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The only way we gotta have an understanding is if we all have equal wealth, equal education, or opportunities to have that. You know what I mean? If you don't have that and you just a dumbass, then go be a dumbass. But you got people on every side of the fence that's trying to be better, want to be better to themselves and better to their families. You know what I'm saying? So without that common understanding, the fuck?
But let me go back to your case a little bit more. Questions. I got some questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they came and arrested you or whatever, where was you on the night when all this was taking place? Like, you ain't had nobody
Actually,
say I was
yeah,
here,
I got
I'm chilling, like, you know, I'm over here.
Like I said before, my birthday is April 1st. I got another homie named Dada. His birthday is March 28th. So during the time that they were talking about the day before the murder, we were all getting drunk out, fucked up. This is how we remember the whole weekend. My crime, he got so fucked up, he crashed his car, threw up all over the car. Andre had to take him home. You know what I'm saying? So we remember the weekend. I couldn't tell you exactly where the fuck I was yesterday or today or probably, who cares? You know what I mean? But you asked me where was I at on this specific day. Well, I know the day before this, I was fucked up. We both were. I didn't drink back then. You know what I'm saying? But it's the homie birthday, so we all got fucked up.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody was fucked up. So everybody came. At the time, I was like 17, 18 years old. So my mama had the preacher come trying to talk to me. I just went to jail for a gun. She tried to do everything in her full little power to keep my black ass out the street. I love my mama. My mama real soldier, for real. You know?
So y'all was pretty much out getting drunk, fucked up, and they...
The murder happened that weekend, but I'm not sure if it was Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But during those weekends, I didn't even do shit and come back outside until like Tuesday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, my whole thing is this right here. You have 15 different fingerprints.
They said none of y'all was on it. And yours was
Because I wasn't there. That's why my shit wasn't there. I don't know why I was in me. I wasn't even there. It was like,
They said you ordered, what was it, Anthony? Was
Yeah.
the other guy? They said Anthony wasn't on
Right,
the,
he wasn't there either.
wasn't there either.
You know, so the whole thing
So
about
what
it.
the fuck you charging?
Because the whole thing about it, see, this is my whole situation right now. See, my situation is a little peculiar. They just gave a whole gang member, in their eyes, a murderous gang member, a gang of money.
Oh, Anthony, yes, they gave him, I forgot what the episode was.
They gave him.
Yeah.
We can stop even talking about him. See, I thought you said this real nigga TV.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Talk that talk.
Real nigga TV. Y'all bring a bitch in here, I can leave, bro.
Nah, we good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We're just gonna stop talking about that right now. That's that on that.
Facts. That's that on that.
I mean, we ever got to, because I call the ball, a strike. I stand on whatever the fuck I say, I move. Crowd, trust that.
We hear you, big
Like I said, I came over, y'all want to talk.
No, we ain't bringing bitches into real niggas.
That's a fact.
Do that, okay.
Right.
So like after everything went down, you finally got to go home, and then I had read that I think that I guess Anthony got paid out. We were gonna talk about he got paid out, and then I guess you was waiting for your payday or whatever. And the lawyer was like, man, he's gonna get locked up before he even see the
Yeah, I
time.
seen
Then like a
some shit
month
like
later,
that,
you got
yeah.
snatched back up for some bullshit again. Like they just
See,
fucking with you.
I guess y'all just gonna integrate the bitch shit in my real nigga shit. You know, the whole situation is that, you know, everybody think is somebody ain't somebody. You know what I mean? Not even talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about me. Before I even step out of prison, and my lawyers can attest to this, all I have to do is sign my name on a paper in order for me to go back to court. And I sat in my cell for like 3 weeks. I wouldn't see them or nothing. They all happy. We won. We won. Now all I gotta do is go back to court
And
and
sign the paper.
yeah, we won. It's all in the newspapers. I won't even talk to them. So one of the CEOs, Manny, comes say, man, look, you need to go talk to some people because they keep coming up here. They act like we got your ass hostage. So I go out there and talk to them. Hey, man, what's up with you? I say, man, they like, well, you gotta do we out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, listen. I can't go home. I can't go back to Hoover Street without that buster ass nigga. You feel me? I can't go back. I don't got no motherfucking money.
Yeah.
In order for me to sign this and for y'all to get all the shit y'all supposed to get, you gotta promise me y'all gonna get him a lawyer when he get out. On my kids. And that's what they did. That's how he got the Up North Innocent Project when I had the Down South Innocent Project.
Yeah. Cause I seen, like when you had the Innocent Project with you, they afterwards they went and took care of him. Yeah.
Not only that, that's before. When we got out, I had to go and talk him into it. Because
that's real.
Both of our hands ain't the same. See, he got exonerated because of me. He got out of prison literally because of me. Literally, not because it was a clause or any of that
Yeah.
shit. If I hadn't got him the Up North Innocence Project, we didn't have no money. So what lawyer was gonna take your case and go and do everything and have the resources to do that for you for free?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get affiliated with them?
Because I was fighting the death penalty, I got a lawyer. His name was Eduardo Rivera.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Eduardo Rivera, he the whole gangster.
I seen that found some evidence in a broom closet or something crazy.
No, that's Chris. That's Chris.
that's the other one?
That's Chris. That's Chris.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Yeah, bro. So I have a bunch of twists and turns, bro. God bless me with a lot of good people.
There was a
man.
lot of crazy
Real.
shit going on,
Man,
man.
what you don't even know to have, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, God is so great, bro. I can't tell y'all nothing else, man. If you don't believe, fool, you got let me get y'all blessings.
So-
I need it.
So did you have the same faith before you got locked up?
No. See, everything is a journey, bro. Except for me, you know what I'm saying? All my family's from down south.
I read that your family was in a church, or y'all used to go to church or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Like in that background, yeah.
Yeah,
the
they
church
got
and
Baptist
shit.
uncles and all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
That's the same dude that run the bookie joint down the street.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I said God
You ain't
works.
lying.
That's
You
I
ain't
have to
lying.
understand that part of it too.
You ain't lying.
See, you know, like my belief system is a little bit different than everybody else. You know, like like I said, it's been a whole spiritual journey. Like
Mhm.
I'm not religious at all.
Would you say you believe in like a higher power?
Of course. I
That
just
see,
said it's a
that's the
spiritual
difference.
journey.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the same way I feel.
I'll tell you about my
I don't-
journey.
mhm.
My journey was, like I said before, I went to prison and I really didn't understand religion because shit, the only time I went to church, my mom made me go and I ain't listening to shit.
Yeah.
I'm half-ass sleeping, get slapped in the head. So I ain't give a fuck, they thought it was it. So now I'm in a situation to where now I gotta rely on to things that my mom taught me. You know what I'm saying, to pray, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna be alright and all those song and dance. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, the shit wasn't working. It was getting worse. This motherfucker must hey, you forgot, listen, I'm praying. I'm saying please. He's like, what the fuck is going on? It's just going, I really ain't had shit to do with nothing, bro. And listen, you gotta understand, first off, let me go back to the beginning. Like when I say I didn't have shit to do with shit, I really didn't have nothing to do with anything.
Any of the cases.
When I explained to you my co-defendant got whatever he got going on with this dude in his car.
Yeah.
They were, him and my little cousin, which is his little homeboy, they were driving in a car and got pulled over by the police because the dude called and said he was carjacked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the room by myself, minding my business, selling dope. I ain't gonna get it what it is. Straight up, I don't give a fuck.
I wasn't doing what they was doing.
I went, bro, I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah.
When he got to the station, he tells the police, hey, I didn't rob nobody. I was at the Star Motel, room 15.
And they come.
This is the dope spot. They come in this motherfucker, I got a triple beam scale, I got paperwork for everything, I got a favorite saying checking ain't cheating. All these niggas y'all be having on here, just start really checking. I got all my paperwork on everything I'm telling you about. See, but anyway, let's make a long story. How they say that I ain't gonna hold you, like they say that I ain't gonna hold you. Motherfucking shit. But yeah, like I said, it's a spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I get caught up in this whole situation to begin with. I'm sitting in a spot, and the police come kicking on the door looking for some bullshit that they got going on. I don't have nothing to do with nothing. Take me to jail for this gun, take me to jail for this dope, because I don't know what. Nigga, I went to jail with a $500,000 bill. Nigga, I was scared to even tell my mama that. I said, Mom, I couldn't even count that motherfucker high. I thought, a $500,000 bill for court. I ain't never touched this court. Don't know nothing about none of these fools talking about.
Yeah, because they say I didn't even find out until the article got printed that you was in there. Somebody got shot on this extra
Exactly.
shit.
We didn't know nothing about any of that bullshit.
How you felt when you read that shit?
Well, shit, I mean, I'm a gangbanger in jail, and I'm in the LA Times. Think I'm out for years.
Yeah, I hear
I had to wear a spit bag on my head. I be looking back like I was a straight asshole.
That's how I feel like that. That's how I feel.
I ain't lying, real shit. You know, but you know, it
pretty
really
much grew up in there.
Of course. Oh yeah, the whole shit. The whole shit. You know, like, I mean, my whole thing is that, like, at that time, like I said before, I realized that now that our people as a race, we so unprepared. See, motherfuckers still think court go like on Matlock. That shit don't go nothing like. I mean, let me tell you, I done been through this shit for 30 years, nigga. It don't go anything like that. Anything. Like, I'm gonna tell him this, and I'm gonna tell him, I bet you ain't. You ain't gonna say, yeah, motherfucker, hey, but hey, wait a minute, when's my next court date? That's gonna be that's it. It don't go nothing like that, you know? So while we not prepared for it, this is their everyday job.
Every day.
So they automatically got the advantage, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, in defense of my public defender, I really thought the dude was incompetent. But now that everything had played out that it was, you know, I feel now that he was inadequate because he didn't have all the resources that he needed, but he was on point the whole time. See, they ended up going to the hospital and getting a statement from the security guard.
Yeah, I read that too.
The suspect's supposed to go to the hospital.
But there was no record.
No record of that.
It was okay. It was a record of it, right? It was no record that the dudes came into. I mean, that they got any treatment. So that means that you got a motherfucker out here with a gun and a hurt leg, a bad wheel, just hobbling around shooting. Okay, look. So the security guard, when the police come to him, and see, they did some shiesty shit, and we found out what they did later on through their main witness, was John Jones, the pimp.
The pimp. Yeah.
We ain't got to that jackal ass.
Yeah, we ain't get there.
Yeah. No, let's get to that. Let's get. We gotta get to that.
I'll give you some. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But so what ended up happening is once I lost my train of thought.
Fuck, we was at
You was talking about.
Y'all need to stop smoking the goddamn weed.
No, damn, everybody know.
It is good weed. They usually say like,
Nah, we was talking about the
most of that shit come from out there too.
You was talking about the security guard at the hospital.
At the hospital.
Yeah, I got you. I'm here.
Yeah, you ain't smoked enough weed.
Nah, I ain't smoked none.
But yeah, the security guard dude, which is Arthur Jones, just so happened they got the same
lad. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like
this whole situation.
It's like some weird shit.
Man, this whole situation. Listen, I was set up by the police for murder. Like, no, the police tried to murder me through this situation, but they snatched my whole fucking life. But they changed my whole inner side inside. Bro, like, that's murder.
That's a fact.
They did that.
That's a lot going on.
They did that.
18?
They did that. I didn't get out until I was 35.
That's
so all the little freaky shit these bitches is doing now, hold on, bitch. Bitch. Listen, we strictly over this bitch. Anything, a bitch, no.
Talk how you gotta talk.
I'm fucking with y'all.
Yeah, but you you was talking about the security guard.
Yeah, but see what he did is when he first came in and they showed him the 6-pack photo lineup, right? He initially said Obi Anthony was the one with the gunshot wound.
That's the Cody.
My Cody. They said he was the one with the gunshot wound. So when they gave him my 6-pack photo lineup, now this is where the story guy I gotta explain something. He actually did pick 2 6-pack photo lineups out. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so when we get to preliminary hearing, before preliminary hearing, they do the body search up. They do the body search. They find that Obi don't got no.
But you got one.
But I got one. So all of a sudden.
Nah, it was the dark skin dude with the.
All of a sudden, I go to court. I'm like, well, shit. The only motherfucker picking me out is the pimp dude, and we finna bust his ass. It's preliminary here. I got all kinds of questions for my lawyer. I'd have been that motherfucker writing on the crayon in the back of the motherfucking toilet paper wrap. I know exactly what the fuck going on. I got this shit. Nigga, that nigga was on the stand and say, the district attorney say, do you see the man in here with the gunshot wound? That man say, yeah, he right over there. So he was pointing at Obi. He said, you mean Mr. Obi? He said, no, Mr. Cole. Now, mind you, when he asked the question, I wasn't readily thinking about that he was finna switch his whole shit up. So I didn't hear him the first time. But the second time, the nigga said, yeah, not Obi, he knew us apart. This man had only supposed to seen us one time in his whole fucking life.
Yeah,
so how the fuck can you know who's Obi and who's Reggie?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, this motherfucker say, no, not Obi. Obi the light-skinned one. No, Cole is the one with the book. The nigga said that the first time. I didn't really catch it.
Yeah.
But then my subconscious mind say, hey, fool, he talking about you. So when he said it the second time, both of us, me and myself inside, what the fuck, man? See how this motherfucker, man, this motherfucker lied on me.
Crazy it is.
This motherfucker lying.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah,
man,
son.
this whole shit, man, wait till y'all see the whole shit's got going on, man.